After an extended hiatus from gaming, I returned to Conan, having heard that the game had a population again thanks to a major content update. I got a hold of my friend Dusty, and we wasted no time in finding a server to test our mettle on. We dropped a base in the north and quickly got to work learning the ins and outs of the game again. We were a little rusty, but it was like riding a bike, and before the end of the day we were masters of our craft again. This was our game, and we were excited to make new rivals and quash them. As if by fate, we were only 4 days in when the server announced a wipe. It had given us a chance to get our feet under us, and now we were ready to start off strong with a good build spot and a shot at being the alphas. Little did we know that we would end up going up against the biggest group of cowards I'd ever run across in an online game.
Bed down.
Awesome. I'm just dropping the foundations at the top here to secure it. We started off strong, using direct connect repeatedly and getting a 5-minute lead on the competition. With this head start, I headed up to the north to set up our main base, while Dusty headed to Supermaru to set up the wheelbase up on Rhino Horn Ridge. Alright, I got the top secure. We're good. I placed a small shack at the top of the shattered bridge to claim it, but I wasn't about to climb up and down every run to get our resource grind going. So I set up a temporary ground base down below and got to work. I dropped a blacksmith's bench, made an iron pick, and then ran around the immediate area and gathered up every iron node I could find. Within 30 minutes, I did a run for nodes of brimstone, just enough to make a steel pick and a sandstorm mask, before heading back and clearing out the entire lake. Just an hour into wipe and we were way ahead of the game. Without even trying, I was the highest level on the server, and we were about to meet our first villain of the story. My name this playthrough was Finagler, and our name, the Finaglers, would define our playthrough as we acquired many objects that had previous owners. Used goods, if you will. Oh shit, dude. I'm about to take horses out of this guy's stables. He left them in there, they're fully done. Three free horses, homie.
Who was it?
It's, Mike Gator 77. It's the same guy who built here last time.
He Phineas. He stole my horse. You should say horses. Hey, that could be our new best friend, dude.
What, Mike Gator?
Yes. I bet that dude's playing directly from the bayous of Louisiana.
But Gator wouldn't be anyone's friend, as it turned out. Our exploits in taking his horses delayed his plans of horseplay around the map, as we later found out he took to camping obelisks and running people down, with limited success. Horses aren't what they used to be, and he was quickly put out of business by both players and the admin, since obelisks were safe zones on this server. I continued my obelisk run and grabbed some black ice, flying through the early game and into the mid game. I then went for a modest iron run and got the steel fired up. We were well on our way. I swung by Supermaru to check on Dusty and quickly built up the wheelhouse. He wasn't used to building in-game since I always took that aspect over, and needed a quick hand so that he could get to what I would call his second greatest skill in the game, thralling. The first? Well, that would be scouting. A skill that would come especially useful this playthrough. I then headed to the city, as it was now time for our demon blood farm. I got to work slaying the bats, which went off without a hitch and totally didn't waste 15 minutes of my time. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. On my way back with the blood, I checked on our bayou buddy and made a very interesting discovery. Oh, that's funny. He sealed in his fucking horse fence. His horse area.
I wonder how many times that motherfucker got horses stolen. I bet since you said it, they were like, free fucking horses? Like a business dispenser? They're probably like, hell yeah.
He fucked up the wall. I jumped over and grabbed a new one. We have 4 now. I left the other 2. And with that final heist of the night, I made Dusty a set of gear and some warm food for his obelisk run, and left for a meal and a movie. In a matter of hours, we had secured a grand base location, rustled some horses, and gotten a load of hardened steel. If I'd pushed myself, we could have gotten star metal, but I had my doubts that it had even fallen yet. So I put that task on the agenda for later, and went for some dinner. I got on the next day, and made several trips to the north, scouring the area for fallen meteors, the last step in reaching the endgame.
Oh, you finally found some? That's dope.
I loaded up my pockets and made it back to the base with over 7,000 ore, more than enough to make our tools, weapons, and armor for the foreseeable future. We were in it now. While I had been getting star metal, Dusty had gone to the sunken temple and grabbed the blueprint for the ancient Lemurian axe. We now had one of the best weapons in the game, while everyone else ran around with iron and steel tools and weapons. We had positioned ourselves well, and the server was still very young. I went to get a couple more obelisks, namely the volcano, and on the way I ran across something very new to me. A world event. Okay. Shit. Beholder just came out. It looks amazing.
Really? That's fucking cool as shit.
After my HP was halved after just one hit, I decided it was best to continue my journey and ran on. I collected 500 gold ore while I was in there, and grabbed the obelisk before teleporting back to the Mounds of the Dead and heading home. Our wheelhouse was right by the silver mine, so we were all set to make alchemical base and make some armor to match our weapons. We were just missing one ingredient. Ichor. I knew right where to go. It's a very productive trip.
Right on, man.
Got like 5,000 aloe, 3,000 ichor, 6,000 gossamer, and 20,000 crystal.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty righteous trip. Better than me walking through fucking 6 camps and 2 resets and having nothing to show for it. Still trying to make my way to those imps.
On the way back, I stopped by our buddy Gator's house. He had logged out for the night, and we intended to get our money's worth out of his stable setup. Besides, it would be fun to see him freak out when he saw that we had a fridge's worth of horses out of his stable while he was away. We kept up the grind, and before long I had decided that it was time to begin shaping our main base up top. The quicker we got it down and set with anti-climb, the fewer people that would know our layout in the way in. I set about making the external floors before setting up a cozy little 6x6 in the most defensible position and filling it with stations. We were no longer at a shack on the bottom, but in a fully functioning Tier 1 base. Progress was stellar, and the raid windows on this server were Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. Since it was still only Monday, we had more than enough time to secure our home before making some enemies. The rest of the week was spent farming, upgrading, killing world bosses, and collecting recipes. All the usual Conan things, but to our scale of industry. We had tens of thousands of star metal, hardened bricks, and other building materials, and enough bombs to make an impression on the server this Friday. We had been chill and quiet up till this point, keeping out of chat except for some good-natured poking. One person stood out among everyone else as our target, an annoying and talkative fellow by the name of Shinjiro. He was the type to write novels in chat about how wrong everyone else was, and cried to the admin more than anyone else at the slightest bending of rules. A pussy, in other words. He was our main target, but we had yet to run across him once in-game, and the only base we could find of theirs was a wheelhouse at the Mounds of the Dead, butted up as close to the Cimmerian Berserker as you possibly could. You hear Shinjiro and his group fucking intentional, like, I'd say it's intentional, there's no way they didn't know. They built right on the spawn for the second time in a row, even though they were directly warned, that blocked the Sabertooth spawns.
Yeah, so he's being a He's being an admin Nazi. Like every little bitty thing, he's all like, "Well, we'll just get the admin on this. She's taking care of people like you before." Somebody was tagging somebody at a map. They were like, the dude shouldn't be fighting people naked." Or some shit like that. He was just like running to go get the obelisk or whatever. I guess it was one of his teammates or whatever, and I think it's constant cry wolf. I think if there's dicks, they just keep on, they get the community or whatever behind it, and then they report it, and then they just let her know or whatever. It's all well and good until somebody fucking ends up having shadow play on.
Our gear was crafted and transmogged to make us look like pirates. Our weapons were plentiful, and our bombs many. All that we needed now was a target, and with the weekend fast approaching, we spent the remainder of our time scouring every inch of the map, grid by grid. We marked anyone and everyone, but we still couldn't find Shinjiro, the Shadow Wraiths, anywhere. And he was busy getting groups who he deemed threats banned or targeted by the community with relentless accusations and reporting. The Friday raid window had been open for 2 hours. We had no targets in mind, and Dusty was AFK fixing his headset, so I spent the time scouting and marking bases. On my way back, I decided to peek in the window of our closest neighbor, the Milkmen.
Oh god.
Just looking in your window, bro. I could have killed him then and there, but I didn't really want to make enemies with players who were obviously very roleplay focused. But when they typed in global and continued to shoot, I changed my mind. We have a new target. I went back to the base, grabbed our explosives and Dusty, and we headed right back over. But despite less than 10 minutes having passed, they had logged out, and they replaced their door with a wall.
What the fuck?
We waited 20 minutes for them to log back in, but when they didn't, we decided that they had brought this upon themselves. We went to work on the many bears they had tamed, and got ready to blow in.
Look at all these fish traps.
Report them!
Fish traps had become a bit of a meme on the server thanks to Shinjiro. There was a cap of 6 fish traps per clan, and he made a habit of reporting anyone he found who had more than that. Oh shit. Run, Delanisa! Hello!
Wah wah.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Cabs is dead.
So are their horses. They're small crates too. That's pretty funny. I will be having that. I don't want your aloe.
Hey, there's a guy over here sleeping on this side, through the wall.
Through the wall. Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha,
so
gotcha.
There's beds in. There's 2 beds in here, so this is where the dude is. So we need to get through one of these walls.
I'd say both. Do the doors. I'll blow the other one. You want to blow that one? I need tar. Oh my god. Oh my god, the building mats in this. Are you good? You're killing the guy?
Yep. They had an artisan table in here. You want some pagodas?
Some what?
Tan lamps. What does it take to kill the beds? Like, can you do it with a hatchet?
No. Well, you can technically. Let me see how much damage you're dealing. You've dealt 50 damage out of 2,000.
So one bomb.
Yeah, right in the middle, but probably. Fire in the hole. Wolfgar, run! Run, Wolfgar! Good man. Oh, shit. Oops. Got pretty much everything but what I wanted to. Alright, alright.
Fire in the hole.
Oh yeah, that got it. God damn it.
It's bombs. It's nothing but bombs in this box back here.
I'm coming.
It's in there.
Thank you. Those despawn so quick too. Oh, who the fuck is Captain Planet? This isn't the guy that I fought.
He's our hero.
There's another guy somewhere. The medium Pictish. We gotta find him. Dude, they had some roleplay storage boxes in here, man.
Hey, come here.
Coming.
Come here to this side. Look through the window and look up. These windows right here. Look up. You see how they built like that?
Oh
That's
yeah.
the health bar I saw. He's in there.
Yeah, this is a shelf. Alright. Let me loot over here and I'll start blowing in. Oh yeah. Hey buddy. You, I want to kill myself. Grotlash. Thanks for the Bear Shaman set. I will be taking that. For no particular reason.
They got like bullshit tools in here, like it's fucking.
It's a personal room.
Metal.
Yeah. We're checking, for sure. I think that's them done.
He put an airlock in here?
I would.
He did, he had an airlock.
That's funny.
It's.
Thorough for such a weird open base, right?
Yeah.
It had been disappointing to offline them, since I felt that it wouldn't have been a difficult online raid. But we'd acquired some decent resources from them, and taught them a valuable lesson about pissing people off and then logging out while the raiding was active. But as they say, dinner time waits for no man. We decided to head for another base, owned by a guy named Nelm Sayan. He was online when we made our preparations for the trip, but had logged out while we got ourselves corrupted. We'd wanted to test out the mechanics of the gargoyle spell, and our time spent getting corrupted was enough time for him to log out. We didn't let that deter us though, and headed over to Mounds of the Dead to blow our way in. Too easy?
My fucking bat didn't show up.
What a dick.
How did you let go?
C. Hit C now.
We can pop it right here like a cork.
Yes, but we would die. We gotta do a corner and go to the opposite side. Tell my thrall to go here. I'm gonna do the opposite. There. Fire in the hole. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I can see him running inside. Oh, we in.
We're in.
Let's give that a second. Looking around.
Two berserkers as pets.
Roger Dodger.
I'm gonna see if I can teleport her in. Your thrall's in.
Okay.
He's punching them.
No. They're gonna kill him, dude. I'm completely out of stamina.
Swap out.
Yep. They're split up now. It's fucking
I
great.
saved Wolfgar.
What a beast. Go in. He's gonna die. It's all good. Shit happens. Hey, Wolfguard, give me that hammer. Hey. That's not nice. And for that, your horses die! I think I hear someone in the living room. I sure hope it's my fiance.
He had Skello shit and a Poitin katana. Bless this guy's heart.
I'm not gonna kill the horse if he doesn't have anything. He locked his chest.
Yeah, he has locked chests about everywhere.
That's as many as I can fit right there. You ready?
God, I hope so.
Fire in the hole. I'm gonna do the chain thing. So back up. And she's out again.
Cool, knock knock.
2 locked chests. I gotta wait
And
for the
the
fire to
bed.
die.
And the bed in there, I presume.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker in Apache saying, hey, I'm taking off again. There's nothing else left in my base. Can you please leave me in peace?
Oh yeah, this is the one. He had some shit in that one. Cool offline finish, you little bitch. We are now on radar, sir. We are now on radar.
Of course. I figured that would be a good introduction to the chat, and I bet some people are going, oh shit, boy!
Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. This raid had been a bust, and we gained very little from it. We ended up destroying a lot of his stations as well, since he deemed it clever to place a locked chest on every station.
For a man who didn't know much, you sure took a long, painful time to tell it.
But on the upside, cabs of the milkmen had logged in and noticed our shenanigans, and we had officially entered the crosshairs of the chats of the server. We had stirred the pot and gotten people's attention. We were now ready for any wars that might come our way, and had 2 more days of raiding to get through. Little did we know just how much attention we had garnered.